Welcome to the NBA Prop Report for Tuesday, April 6th here at FTN Bets. Not the biggest slate of NBA games tonight, but quite a few edges that we have that we're going to go through. So I'm going to get right into them because I don't want this video to end up being 20 minutes long. So the first one we got here, a couple Giannis Antetokounmpo props. His assist over 5.5 minus 125 on DraftKings, best price I saw there. He projects over for points, rebounds, and assists here today. But when you look at the three numbers and break them down, the assist number was the biggest edge that we had. So that's why I went with half a unit on that one. I also took a quarter of a unit on the points, rebounds, and assists overall because, like I said, he projects over for all three. So our number for him on points, rebounds, and assists is over 50 today. And the number the books are asking for is 45.5. So I'm hoping that the assist are one place that it is. But even if it's not the assist, this should be a big game for Giannis. Next one of my favorite plays on the day, 3/4 of a unit, over 21.5 points for CJ McCollum. This was available on like three different sites at minus 105. I think PointsBet has it, Will Hill has it, and BetMGM might have been the third one, but don't quote me on that. So if you have one of those books and not the other ones, there are multiple places you can get this number, but getting reduced juice on CJ McCollum over 21.5. I think we're projecting him for over 25 today. So nice little edge on this number. 3/4 of a unit, one of my favorite plays today. Next one, Ben Simmons assist over 6.5. So this number was 5.5, and I loved it at 5.5. And apparently everybody else did too because it shot all the way up to, I think the lowest number you can still get 5.5 at right now is probably like minus 150 or minus 160. Which again, at that price, it's like, why do you even really want to take it there? There's not a lot of upside there. FanDuel and a couple other sites moved it up to 6.5 assists from 5.5. And FanDuel is offering plus 122. So we're projecting him, I want to say like 7.5 assists, a little below 7.5 today. But at 122, I'll take that number. At even money, I wouldn't take that number. There's a couple sites where the 6.5 is even money. I would probably just pass on that. According to the numbers, there is still a little value, but not enough that I would bet. But at plus 122, there's definitely enough value for a half unit bet. So I did that over on FanDuel. Aaron Gordon rebounds. I mean, listen, we've been cashing this number quite a bit. Over 5.5. I had written down I'd play this up to minus 135, and Bet Rivers does have it at minus 135, so I'm playing it there. I would not chase it any further than that because that is literally the edge of where I was going to play it today. And since I was able to get it there on one book, I played it there. So Sugar House is actually where I played it, which is Bet Rivers, platform in New Jersey, but every other place is known as Bet Rivers except for New Jersey. I'm sure there's a story behind that. I don't know it off the top of my head, so I'm not going to give it to you now. Let's see. Let's move up here and look at some of the other bets we have available. Jimmy Butler assist over 6.5. Again, probably wouldn't have played this at minus 110, but at plus 112, I will definitely play this number. We actually project Jimmy for over 8 assists here today. So again, we need 7 for him to cash. A little bit of margin for error there at plus money. So I do like that one. I took that for half a unit. That number was on FanDuel. Another bet that I liked quite a bit here today was Jaylen Brown. We have him projected for like 25.5. BetMGM had it at 21.5. So I took it. Most places opened this at 21.5. A lot of them already moved it up to 22 or even as high as 23.5 on some of these here today. So everywhere else that it's 21.5 is another one of those like minus 150s. BetMGM has it at minus 128. So I played it over there. That was the best number I could find. Next one, Markieff Morris rebounds over 5.5 minus 114. I almost put 3/4 of a unit on this one because we're projecting him for over 7 here. The reason I didn't is because of the next bet here, which is Kyle Kuzma rebounds over 7.5, which is another one of my favorite bets on the day. Reduced juice at minus 104. We're getting this 3/4 of a unit bet is what I took over on FanDuel. And the reason why these two play into each other is I just said I like Markieff rebounds over. I like Kyle Kuzma rebounds over. There is a chance that one or the other of those guys are going to be stealing some rebounds for each other. So I didn't want to go too heavy on this and go two guys with 3/4 of a unit. Kuzma has a little bit of a bigger edge over his 7.5 number than Markieff does over his 5.5. So that's what I wanted to try to reflect in the units that I bet there. That I think Kuzma has a better chance than Markieff of getting his number, but I do think both of these guys are worth a play. And again, at the minus 104 for Kuzma, we're getting a better payout on it too. So that's why I put more on him. So that leaves us two more that are left here. Seth Curry points over 10.5, minus 118 on DraftKings. I have him projected for over 12.7 today. So about a 2.2 edge there over this number, which is about 20% or so. So again, that's worth half a unit for me at minus 118. I wanted it at minus 110, but anything under minus 120, I was willing to play half a unit. And then the last one is Kelly Oubre points. 15.5 is what the books have him at. We're projecting him for like 18.5 here today. So again, about 20% above that number. Will Hill minus 125 was the best place I saw that. Other places, this is already in the minus 130s, minus 140s. So if you're going to play it, Will Hill is the place to play it. That's where I saw the best number there. And there you go, guys. That wraps it up. Remember, any of these numbers, if you're looking to see where the best number is, if you watch this video, I don't know, 2 hours after it comes out or something, and you want to see where the numbers are at that exact moment, go over to FTN Bets. It's free to use. You guys can go over to the prop shop. You just type in the name of any player that you're looking for, and it'll give you all the books and what the books are, what the number is there and what the payout is on whatever that number is for their prop, whatever prop you're looking at. Points, rebounds, assists, they're all going to be listed there. It is by far the easiest way to do any of your research here. It is how I do the research every day for the show. I get all the numbers. I look at where there are some edges, and then I go to the prop shop to find out where I'm getting the best payout. And that's the book that you guys see on the side. Whatever book's giving me the best payout, that's the one I go put the bet in, and then I put it into here, and then I have it available to do this video for you. So that wraps it up for today's NBA Prop Report, Tuesday, April 6th, here at FTN Bets. Good luck tonight, everybody.